Hello, Twitch. How are we all tonight? What's new? What's happening? Welcome, Toto. Glad to see you. Gonna start with coffee as usual tonight. But we're gonna do coffee a little different from usual tonight. Since we have Star Anise as our ingredient challenge of the day. Open this fresh bottle up. Seal's so good that when you pull it off, it doesn't pull the seal off. Ooh. Straight up black licorice smelling when you open that container. Fresh. Well, these aren't fresh. These are normally the buds of a flower, I believe, from an evergreen tree in China. And they have obviously been dried at this point. You look at photos of them, they're sort of, it's almost like these are bulbed out in the other direction too, and so that drying, there's probably like a layer of skin over those seeds in there. But I am going to add one of those to my coffee tonight. Ooh, let's turn that scale back on. See what we've got here. Make sure everything's set up for stream tonight. That's alright. That's cool. Water. Hopefully I don't completely hate this. I've never tried this before. Thought I'd see how it works out. Oops. We're a little heavier than usual today. Because the Star Anise in there, I gotta pour a little bit more water. Oh, we'll have our jar of Star Anise. Just the shine on it's sort of a bummer. I wish I could just leave them out open air, but they'll do much better at this. Where did I get? I didn't bring my cup back here. Oh, I didn't check if that was all working. Nope. Just one arm piece of anise? Okay. It could be potent. We'll see. It's not the end of the world if I have to make a fresh cup of coffee. Yeah, we need some cream in there too. Or at least I need some half and half in there. Cheers. It's not too potent. I'm gonna live with it. We're gonna be pickling some grapes later. But I'm gonna start by cleaning up this chicken. Broken leg. Messed it up. That's where the oyster is. That's not working for me tonight either. Boo. Stuff's supposed to just work. Why is everything gotta need prodding? bag up the wings and the carcass for stock in the future. Breasts we'll use at some other future joint. Tonight we're going to be using the thighs and legs. The heck? Bones in on the rest of that. Need some of this later tonight. So let that start defrosting. Need another bag for those. Throw those in the fridge for now. Those might go in the freezer, who knows. But we've now got 2 legs. And 2 thighs. Skin on. And a little extra breast meat that I cut off. We'll set that aside for the moment. Bottle. All right, let's do our bottle. To bottle. Or are they gonna go over there? I don't know. Let's just do haste. added some star anise to my coffee if you're just joining in. It's not really noticeable, to be honest. This isn't looking good. I got almost no health left. And like 20 armies to go. Enemies. Yeah. It was a valiant attempt. Ooh, I get candy. Whatever candy's for. I like candy. We got all sorts of upgrades for the army. Barbarian gets an upgrade. Monk gets an upgrade. Pally gets an upgrade. And the Musketeer gets an upgrade. Let's see here. We got any quests to redeem? Yes, we do. I got a giveaway ticket for something. And more candy. It's almost like they released a new currency in their game. Let's try Centurion. Okay, I take that back. It is noticeable in there now. It's taking a moment. Now that it's cooling down, it's definitely seeping in there. Okay. What are we gonna start with tonight? Do I want to get this chicken going? Yeah, I think we'll get this chicken started so we can simmer it for a while. Which means we're going to, on the stove, start melting down some stock. Do that in my dirty looking but well scrubbed pan. That's another thing that's horrible for your blade that I use my knife for too much. Ice. Let you watch that fall into the pan. Start warming my large cast iron next to it here, even though you can't see it right now. Once I dry all the water out of that, I'll get into putting some oil in that pan. We'll start by searing our chicken. We should do a little onion. Should do a little onion. Ooh, it's a little onion too. I'm planning on using 1 star with this chicken. So I guess you're probably right. A whole star for coffee, probably a bit strong, but we're going strong for ingredient night. I'm just gonna slice it. Now the pan's nice and warm, I'm going to swap these around here. Put a little sunflower oil or cooking oil in the pan. Nice. Make sure we got a nice coat in the pan there. We can give our chicken a coat of salt on the skin. Nice smoking pan over there. And give that one more swirl because I let it sit too long. Let it settle again. Thighs in first, skin down. We'll give that a quick sear, I guess. Just going for color right now. I'm not cooking this, we're going to cook this through by simmering it in with that stock. So we're just looking to get some nice color and move on. pull the plate out just to set the chicken on while it's resting. Wings are always the legs are always the hardest. Wings would be even harder, but legs are always a pain in the butt to sear. Just because of the shape of them, they actually get narrower before they even get at the end. And so, if you never really quite get the very center of the leg seared, short of like frying it. It's not bad, I don't mind it. It's not worth the cost of putting it in there. It's not that. But, I'm edging on saying that's slightly better. But at whatever cost a jar of these is. Ooh, we're getting all sorts of help on Stream Raiders this round. Yeah, well, I often struggle with that. I fry a little bit more because I'm streaming. It's good content. Always tastes great. But the cleanup, the added risk, and the fact that it just smells the whole house up of oil afterward. It's sort of a rough trade-off, you know? You're starting to get a bit too warm there. You're on the edge of burning that skin while I was talking. Because the extra chicken out of there, the pan's that much hotter. Best tasting. Settle down now. I don't know. I'm sort of torn with that one. I'm a fan of the thigh when it comes to flavor. When it comes to ease and just quick, the breasts obviously, but they're usually too dry. You need to add some sort of fat to them. You notice the amount of oil that's in the pan there now, that's all chicken goodness. I'll stick with that. I'll live with that rather. I forgot to buy garlic today, so even though I said we're going to do garlic mash, we're going to do garlic seasoning in the mash. Hit that with a fresh bit of salt. Gonna add some flour to start a roux with this. Thank you, Hud. How you doing tonight? But instead of our typical butter for a roux, we're going to be using that cooking oil and all the schmaltz in the pan. Melted schmaltz. chicken stock in there. Get that a little bit of a stir around. We'll add more stock if we need it later. Now let's finish seasoning our sauce before we add the chicken back in. Oops, chat moving too quick for me. How did, oh, so, yeah. First day back, it could be, yeah. Going to add garlic. Well, good to be back to normal, but I'm sure it's not normal yet. Hopefully it's at least a step in the right direction. Maybe a little powdered ginger. And obviously star anise. See if we can't get one nice big one here. Yeah, we'll use that one. We'll mix that in. Actually, we'll mix the next ingredient in too before we add the star anise. Both of these. Little cilantro, freeze dried. Not a lot, just a little, just a hint. And just a hint of thyme. Just a hint of thyme. Give that a stir in with our onions and stock and sort of roux. Now we're adding our chicken in. Yeah. How do you put stuff on the battlefield? We type, I believe it's !SR, wherever that went. Oh, you did it. Awesome. You can click that link, and that will take you to Stream Raiders. At least you may have to search for me. I don't know, it's not 100% on, but I am one of the team captains. So you can look for Chef JT under captains, and you should be able to add players. We got quite the army out there already. We got 6 minutes left in this battle until we start. But we've probably got more allies than enemies at this point. We're doing pretty good. We're going to turn this down now and allow this to just simmer. And get started on some of our other loveliness for tonight. Gonna get started with the cookies next. this is going to require me using my spice grinder because this requires ground spice. Now, what did I do with my spice grinder last time? There it is. Found it. Check out how filthy it is. Spare spice grinder. There's always, it doesn't matter how clean you got it last time. There's still stuff in there. But this is just your typical $20, $40 coffee grinder used for spices. That way I don't get a ton of spices in my coffee. When I don't purposely put them in there like I am tonight. So we're gonna grind all that up and see what we get. I think that's probably gonna be enough. I am going to mute for this because these do tend to be rather loud on the microphone. There we go. Some freshly ground star anise. Ooh, wow, that's just wafting how strong that is. Oh, hey. Let's. How out of whack are you? Well, it's in all of those winter spices mixes, especially the Asian ones. Chinese 5-spice, garam masala, it's probably in pumpkin spice. I don't know for sure. Of course, part of the thing with pumpkin spice is they developed a chemical that they're not even giving you the spices anymore, they're giving you a scent. I forgot to get butter out. Are you gonna give me 10 seconds microwave? Woohoo! Awesome. Battle. I think we're gonna do. Let's do haste. It's sort of like my trademark now. I think about doing other ones, and then I just always go back to doing haste. Why didn't that work? I clicked it. Victory. Victory. With Margot getting those kills, Adam helping out with the assists, Hud and Virid getting the scrolls. Congrats. Scrolls go towards you leveling up your characters. Nice HUD. I don't like buying a lot of mixes either. I do a little bit. Like, I have garam masala down here, but I also had garam masala as a challenge ingredient back a while back. What do I want to put out there? Let's do monk. And right there. That means we need some tanks out there to support me. And I went to do flour for this because that's how this recipe starts. But I'm not going to follow the recipe. Because creaming method is the best way to do cookies. I don't care. Yeah. Another one of those recipes. Let's tell you to do all your dry ingredients and then set them aside while you work with the butter. Instead of, why don't you just start with the butter? It's where you're starting anyways. As it cools, it's really coming out now. Really coming out in that coffee now. Take a look back at our chicken. That's looking yummy. We're gonna turn that down even more. And you know what? I might add the rest of this stock too. Start using it to try and stir things up. Okay, so soften somewhat butter. tack that with a fork off of the scale. I don't know what mechanism they probably just use a load chip of some sort these days, but I say load chip, but I mean, you get what I mean, rather than it being any sort of actual mechanical part to the scale. But I still don't like doing physical motions on top of a scale and working whatever it is, making it inaccurate. It's almost like some school or baking practice in the past taught everyone to start with flour. I mean, I know you talk ratios in baking based off of percentage of flour. It's the only reason I can think of that so many recipes that still use the creaming method. This recipe is still using the creaming method. Just start with so much flour and other junk before you even get to the actual start of the mixing. Sugar. Oh, that was what I was looking for. I assume that was the quarter cup. But how'd I try and buy all my spices pretty much clean? I mean, I've bought some mixes, like I've got garam masala, I've got za'atar as a mix, I've got Italian herb mix, which is just 4 different herbs, but in general, yeah, it's good to avoid getting mixes because most of the time they're full of salt or other fillers, or they'll make the mix based off of the price of the ingredients rather than what it should taste like. Now let's take the most expensive ingredient and only put like a 100th of what should be in there. I like adding my salts here too. Yeah. Let's see. Little vanilla extract. Probably me screwing up my sleep schedule late last week, but last night I just like, it got to be 8:30 and I'm like, I can't stay awake. So I went to bed like mad early yesterday. I'm doing a half recipe here, and the recipe calls for a whole egg. So we've got double the egg that we need for this recipe, basically. But I'm not splitting an egg in half. You try and figure out how to do that. Okay, we got our butter, we got our sugar, we got our vanilla, we got our egg, we got our salt. And to this, we add our flour. Three ounces of flour. Baking powder. A little cream of tartar. Put the eggs back. We'll add about that of the ground. And all the bigger stuff stays out. Oh, and I'm also going to add a little sprinkle of cinnamon. Cinnamon. Where did you go, cinnamon? My container of cinnamon is new. Just noticed that they gave me one of these plastic discs with the star anise. So I have two of them over here. I have one for the cinnamon and one for the star anise. Because apparently star anise are going to fit through that somehow. Little cinnamon. And spatula time, I think. Then we need our dusting bowl where we'll add cinnamon, the rest of our star anise, that would be a cleaning project. Then again, I throw star anise. Well, we'll keep that a secret. Need some sugar in there. Grab the pan, turn the oven on here too. Actually going to turn this, we still have a flame here? Yeah. Turn that up a little bit. We want a little bubble action, just not a lot. It'll start bubbling again that temp. And I'm just going to blindly guess 350. It's cookies. It may be 325. But it's 375. Okay, so next step here is to clean off our spatula. and start making cookies. That didn't work too well. I think I might be a little light on flour in this recipe. We'll see. Normally these are thick enough that you can just hand roll them. So, yeah, I'm gonna add some more sugar and seasoning into this so it's a little bit easier to roll them. Nice. Yeah, they use all sorts of squash when it comes to the pumpkin you see in your canned pumpkin. So the stuff that you guys are used to for pumpkin isn't necessarily that bright orange round thing that you equate to being a pumpkin here in the United States. I only spilled about half of it. sitting here looking at this. Sort of cool how when I threw it in the coffee, it just sort of rested there on top. Of course, probably had trapped air in there of some form. Probably floated pretty easily. Perfect. Making 6 of them. Nice chili. By the way, welcome in. Apologize for not catching if you've been in here a while. Nice. Oven's still warming up. So let's get going on our taters. Because our taters are going to take a little time too. Tonight's potato dish comes out of a need to use up those yolks from the other night. So we'll start by peeling taters. Normally like leaving the skins on, but this is a dish that much better with them gone. Have a good one, Hud. Thank you for stopping by. Hopefully, work at home gets a bit better. Hopefully they don't pull you back in too soon. Oh, good then. Okay, gonna cover those with water. Bring them up to a boil on the stove. Put down a pinch of salt. Back to a nice boil here with our chicken. So now we need to cut up some good stuff with our potatoes, or at least put our concoction of stuff we're going to mix in there together. It's the oven being warmed up for our cookies. So let's try putting our cookies in there. We got our snickerdoodles all ready to go. This one's got a little bit more seasoning than the rest. So also with these potatoes, we're going to take these egg yolks. Clean up this bowl real quick so that we can use it. These are all the yolks from our angel food cake the other night. We used all the whites, but none of the yolks. Okay. And to that, we shall add some sour cream wherever I hid that sour cream. It's in with the cheese. It's in with the cheese. Use approximately half of that container of sour cream. Chop up some chives. These chives are so fine. I'm used to chives having an actual like body to them. These things are like hair. We still got some strays in there. Oh, as well's. A little dried oregano. Garlic powder. Salt. MSG. Or more salt. Different salt, but salt. Hey Maz, welcome in. How are ya? How goes it? What else do I want to throw in there? I think I'm going to throw in a little ancho chili in there, less for actual flavor, more to give it a little bit of that spiced, actually cooked, actually made product. Okay. We can still use that. Is that everything we're throwing in there? No, we need some Parmesan in there too. But our potatoes are boiling, so I'm going to shut the heat off of those, put a cover on. Now we're getting to the flavorful stuff. We're getting close to the crust. There's actually crystals that develop in cheese, and they tend to happen more towards where it's dried out, more where it's, and those are always like the actual like cheese people, the people that are absolute fanatics about Parmesan. They're looking for those. So we'll do a little Parmesan cheese in there too. Parmesan cheese, or as I often think of it as, Italian MSG. It's not MSG. It's umami, but it's really close. Oh, cookies. I forgot to set a timer for these. How long are you supposed to cook? Probably only like 10 minutes, 11 minutes. They're smelling good. So we'll set this aside. This is for the potatoes, once again. Now for the fun part to these potatoes. Nope. Need a little bit more off. Not much though. There we go. Just enough to get past those. Screw that on over the plastic. bacon stuff away. Cheese away. Pull our cookies out. Snickerdoodles. Smelling lovely. Just set those to cool over here. Oh, battle's ready and I forgot about it. Let's do our battle. I'm sorry for forgetting about that, folks. Time to do our battle. Victory. I was doing all the killing there, but shimmy good luck with the assist. Set the Vulas with the scroll. More goodies for me. Let's go with Pally again. Nice, penguin. We got our chicken here stewing. There's a star anise there somewhere. I think it's right there. But simmering in with that sauce over here on the stove. See, I think that's our star anise right there. But otherwise, we got our dark meat off of our chicken simmering. We got our potatoes that I was just about going back into. And we've got, can I grab that yet? Not quite. Snickerdoodles. Which we've had a major collapse with this one. This one's had a major collapse. That doesn't come through on camera very well. That one's deflated. The other ones are looking pretty good. And here we have a mixture of leftover egg yolks, sour cream, and a bunch of seasoning. A little herbage too. That is going to get mixed with our potatoes right here. That I am going to now strain. And we'll start mashing those. I'm starting mashing these completely dry because I want to try and be rather thorough with mashing them up so that they go through that tip. They actually make it picked out into fancy taters. Okay, so our mashed potatoes are mashed. We'll start adding this mixture into our potatoes. I still want to mash these a bit more. You can see from the darker spots in that there's still some decent chunks in there. It's not a problem, it's a feature. And you can actually let these completely cool if you're worried about cooking your egg yolks and any of that, because this is actually a potato dish where we're going to be essentially cooking these twice. I've left the oven on from the cookies purposely because these are going to go in the oven to get browned up. Raw potato. Mine gets a little bit warm. Not stupid warm though. Not stupid hot. Not burn you hot. Hopefully you didn't burn yourself and you're just using a little exaggeration. If it did, I hope you get better quick. Oops. I spilled some. I'm glad you're okay. Okay, there's our potato mixture. Let's see, can I hold this pan yet? Yeah. Let's see if we can. Just slide these off. Oh, nice. Nice bottom on those. Grab another piece of parchment. And our spatula. And let's see how good my piping skills are these days. And if this actually pushes through. No! No. Nope. Damn it. Last ditch hope here. I really don't have a large wide mouth star. That's part of my problem here. There goes the bag. Now I gotta clean this out right now because you don't want to let this sit full of potatoes. And now it doesn't want to come apart even now. Oh, come on, there's some point you want to stop spinning. Okay, we're cheating. Time to break out the pliers. And those are too small. Meant to do that. This is getting a bit excessive. Pulling out plumbing tools to get my pastry bag apart. Now it's going to be near impossible to get the bag off. So we cut it off. All this for potatoes. I think I need a snickerdoodle to deal with this. Let's see what our snickerdoodle's looking like here. That looks pretty yummy to me. Strong anise flavor. They're tasty, but they're potent. I wouldn't want a lot of these. Okay. Attempt number 2. No fancy tip. Can't flip it like last time. Tip's open now. Raw egg. What other messes am I gonna make here? Oops. Wrong trash for that. Okay, so I'm gonna throw this in the oven now. See if they all turn out rosy. Should golden up real nice and easy. Chicken's looking yummy. I think it's time to pull that out of the sauce. The thighs are considerably smaller at this point. The little piece of chicken breast over here, and now we'll start picking up the heat, scraping the bottom, and debating if I want to thicken this even more, but I think we can probably reduce that to the point that it's a nice consistency. I'm stealing this piece now. The anise is there. It's not... Like, a lot of people will say they don't like licorice or don't like anise. And when I say it's there, it is there. But you sort of gotta look for it, because when it comes to the coffee and when it comes to the sauce, it sort of transforms. It's a little like wine, where you get other flavors mixing in. and it sort of develops. And it's just that much better of a background note. Like, I've told people for years that I like using fennel in my stock, and like 90% of the time, ooh, I hate licorice. Why do you want that in your stock? It's because it's not the same, even though it is the same. Welcome, Raiders. Happy to have everyone in here. How are we doing tonight, Jen? Hopefully we've had a lovely stream. I'm using Star Anise as an ingredient tonight. I do a weekly challenge. I have chat come up with ideas for me in my Discord, and we vote on it. Got to start a new one here. So why don't we get started with that, actually, while we're at this point. I haven't done that yet tonight. Thank you for that raid, Jen. What were we doing tonight? What were we streaming? I apologize, I'm not familiar with it yet. I'm gonna have to give you a follow here. Awesome. So we have our chicken that I've braised on the stove for quite a while using chicken stock and Star Anise. We've got some Duchess potatoes that were very sloppily piped out and are in the oven warming back up. Take a look at those and see how they're doing. We're reducing the liquid down for this. We've got snickerdoodles. I've already stolen half a bite of this one, or half a cookie of this one, but everything tonight was Star Anise. So, National Yorkshire Pudding Day. Nice! And short ribs. Oof. Good time. I love me some short ribs. Vote. Okay, where are we? Wednesday dinner vote. 20th. So we're starting a new vote for the 20th. I also threw some Star Anise in my coffee to start off the stream, but that's been a while. 2.5 hour old coffee. So we're doing October 20th. And what do we have for winning ingredients at the moment? Writing things up here in the Discord. Does the Discord want to show up? Come on, Discord. There we go. Let's see what we have for ingredients. Do we have any 5s? I'm not seeing 5s. So it's going to be 4s. Starting from the top down, what's our top 4s? Pretzels, I already did. Did I only delete? I guess I didn't delete that. Anyways, Starfruit versus... Starfruit must have got a vote since last time. Starfruit versus powdered peanut butter. I'm sort of doubting there's going to be one. Oh, wow, there is a gift for Starfruit. I've already forgotten. I'm doing this in the wrong channel, too. Wow, I'm not with it tonight, am I? Probably gonna have to order powdered peanut butter. I don't think I've ever seen that in a store around here. I've seen it, at least online. Alright, and as usual, vote for your favorite of the two using the chef logo, chef reaction. The one with the most reactions on Sunday gets the go-ahead, and will be next Wednesday's battle. Let's do our battle while we're here, too. Nice, Penguin. So, I'll have to remember to delete those later. Do haste for our battle. We do stream readers here for anyone unfamiliar. Once every 30 minutes, if I remember. We hold a battle. We had that. What? Boo. Yeah, we're gonna keep playing. Let's do Centurion out there. Okay, so we got our sauce, we got our chicken, we got our potatoes probably close to ready here too. Those are starting to look nice and golden. Hi there. Okay, next we gotta do our pickles. Pickles! We're gonna go a little heavier with the star anise for the pickles. Actually, let's see if I can't find another small one. Actually, that might be okay. Other than that, I just dropped one. That's a beauty. Okay, so we got nice 4 pieces there, 2 to a jar. I'm gonna be doing two batches of pickles, but we're gonna be pickling something tonight that most people don't think of when they think of pickles. In fact, the lady at the grocery store was like, "You're gonna pickle what?" We're gonna pickle grapes tonight. But I'm gonna quick pickle. Set our chicken back here just to rest. Actually, we can throw that back into the sauce now that I reduced the sauce nicely. Just to stay warm. This is already cooked a good almost 2 hours, so these are gonna be fall apart once we get past the skin and all that goodness. And we need to fill up 2 jars. Hi. thank you for that raid, Gen Pal. I appreciate that. I hope you have a great evening and enjoy it. We're going to start by plucking grapes, putting them in their hole. Now I'm wondering what I did with my jalapeno from earlier. I bought a jalapeno for these. This bloom that's on the grapes here, that's natural. It's actually a protective for the grape, and it's what causes actually the tannins in your wine, and also has a bunch of yeast in there, probably natural yeast. Down here works. So we're going to have the sweet from the grapes along with a little bit of honey, and then a bit of heat from the jalapeno and the acidity. Should be some nice salty or rather not salty, but spicy and sweet. Take a look at those potatoes, make sure they're not cooking too much. I think I'm going to actually call it there. Yeah. Let's hit it with the broiler. Want a little room for our jalapeno and our star anise. So I'm going to take a little apple cider vinegar. Let's say a half cup. I'm gonna need a full cup for this. A little honey. Oh, it's up here. Threw it in the garlic thing. I needed countered space earlier. I now remember doing that. Of course, it took me figuring out where it was before I could remember why I did that. I don't want all this heat out, so I'm going to tear out the seeds with my fingers and thumb. Just sort of funnel them all down into the compost. It's the easiest way to get rid of them. Just run your thumb down it. You do have to make sure and clean underneath your fingernails on your thumb after doing this, though, because it'll retain that heat. Starting to get there. Jalapeno in the pan. Little yellow mustard. There's our lightly browned potatoes. They have puffed up quite a bit, actually, and they have some solidity to them since they have the egg yolks keeping them together. Move our cookies to the back here. We'll come back to that. Turn that oven off, though. And to this, we're going to add about 3/4 of a cup of water. More vinegar than water. And we're going to bring this up to a boil. Add a pinch of salt here. Empty bottle of olive oil is just getting in the way of everything. And I say empty bottle, but it's last ounce of a bottle. And we're going to throw our star anise in with our pickling liquid to both heat up and infuse. This is like a Dutch's potato chip. It's got a cute little point to it. Just a mashed potato. Thank you, Penguin. Another 15 minutes until that next attempt at that Stream Raiders battle. Ooh, we got a split team here. Got Penguin starting all the way at the back. I apologize, I half forgot about these pickles. I didn't forget about them, but I kept forgetting about them throughout the stream. And so, they were supposed to be sort of like a time filler at some point. Now we're having to make time for the pickles. Licorice flavor gets stronger with getting cooler with these too. Boil! Boil, I command you! Boil! That almost worked. Okay, so we got our boiling liquid here. Make sure and add a nice large star anise to each. The rest we're just going to sort of evenly pour. all over everything. Not quite enough liquid. Not quite enough liquid. So, since I went light on water, I'm gonna cheat. These are not typical keeping your fridge forever, or keeping your... I'm not pasteurizing these. I'm not doing the jars. These are a week or two in the fridge. That's it. Yeah, we can use that one. We can't use that though. That's been ruined. If you got these little fermentation tops are great. They designed the silicone so that it's completely thick and pushing towards itself at the center of this, and then they cut a tiny little X in it. And so the silicone keeps it tight and closed the majority of the time. Whenever there's enough gas pressure that it gasses out, pushes out. So you're relying on the silicone to be able to just let that air out. Just like that. Okay, so we have pickled grapes. For anyone that has not tried pickled grapes before, I'll give you a review on these next week. Let's make our dinner plate before these potatoes are completely cold. Can I just pick you up by hand? Yeah, you basically can. Welcome, Raiders! Hello, everyone. Welcome back, Bastella. It's been a minute. How you been? Another friendly face from Mixer Days. But thank you for that, Raid. We're doing a dinner based entirely off of Star Anise tonight. I have a challenge vote going in my Discord once every week. And so I was just finishing plating up here. We've got our Snickerdoodle candy cookies, which have cooked and cooled using a heavy amount of star anise and some cinnamon in there. We have our chicken back here that has star anise in the sauce. It's been hanging out in the cooking liquid all night. We have, I just finished, as you were coming in, a batch of pickled grapes. Thought it would be an interesting recipe to try. We got some star anise in there, we got some jalapeno in there, we got some mustard in there. So it's going to be spicy, sweet, little bit of anise in the background. And I was just about to plate dinner here before things got too cold. So what were we doing tonight, Bastella? What was the stream tonight? Jalapeno. We'll put ourselves a thigh and a leg down here. Pour a little bit of our sauce down there with some of those onions. And the star anise just for garnish, just to show off what that is. So we have potatoes and chicken there, with our grapes in the background. Why won't it? Oh, that's probably why. Is it still set on 2-day? No one said anything? I apologize, chat. That shouldn't have been on followers only mode. I really sort of am annoyed by that when I come into a streamer and he's got his stuff on followers only. I had my bot setting it to that whenever the stream was off. It didn't turn it off when the stream started today. So, welcome in. Thank you so much for that raid, Base Devil. And what were we doing tonight now that you can chat? These are Duchess style potatoes, which are essentially a twice baked potato. Another design that I made here that you can do. And you can pipe them out. I tried doing them with my star tip. If you got a star tip and you can make nice edges, anywhere there's a nice edge, like the very tip of that, it's always going to get really browned. But these are potatoes that are mixed with egg yolks and sour cream, and a bunch of spices, and some chives, and then piped out and rebaked to cook the egg yolk. The chicken was braised in my own chicken stock, along with onions, a little bit of a light roux, so it's slightly thickened a little bit, and the star anise, obviously. And then we have our snickerdoodles, which are also star anise filled. I have not. I don't do a ton of star anise stuff, and that's you can see. I mean, they get a little structure too from that. I mean, the egg yolk cooks and solidifies. I don't work a lot with anise. I'm not a huge fan of licorice, which I was just saying earlier was sort of funny because I mostly use star anise as like a background flavor. It's great in the background. It's great for developing flavors. It was great with my coffee. I made coffee with star anise to start off the stream today, and that worked great. And both in the cookies and in the coffee, the flavor just come through more and more as it cooled. And so when it started off, I almost couldn't taste the licorice-like flavor or anise flavor in the coffee. Towards the end, it was almost dominant. It was overpowering almost. One minute left to get our units on the field for our last Stream Raiders battle of the evening. Before I send you all off so I can enjoy this, stuff my face with chicken and snickerdoodles. And the rest of these potatoes. Snickerdoodles. Snickerdoodles. And that's a combination of sugar, star anise, and cinnamon on the outside of these. I'm a big fan of snickerdoodles. Well, I'm a big fan of eating snickerdoodles. I'm not as big of a fan. They're messy. Depending on any of those crinkle cookies or snickerdoodles, they involve getting your hands all dirty. Yeah, they're great ones. Hey kids, you want to come help? So, we already started our vote. This Star Anise won this week. For those that are just joining in, we have our battle up here. We already have a clear starting winner here. But our next week's battle for next Wednesday, the 20th, is between Starfruit and powdered peanut butter. And so whichever one of those two gets the most reactions by Sunday, during Sunday's stream, I'll cut off the vote. Next Wednesday, I'll have to use that in savory and sweet. That's what I'm doing here tonight with Star Anise. We got our pickles, we got our chicken, we got our snickerdoodles. Full dinner made using that ingredient. And so that's Wednesdays for here. Fridays and Sundays, we do a little more fun stuff. What's national holiday it is, what other fun stuff we can come up with. What do we have scheduled this week? I think we have tortellini on Sunday. Yep. I'm going to try making tortellini by hand, filling them, stuffing them, rolling them, whole shebang on Sunday. But coming up on Friday, I just have fried cutlet there. I'm sort of thinking, maybe schnitzel? I don't know. Some sort of fried, thin pounded meat is going to be the plans for the 15th. And, where am I from? I'm from the Midwest in the U.S. These days, currently I live in Sonoma County, California. I've lived here about 11 years at this point. And 12 years. And yeah, lots of wine on stream. None tonight. I had some on Friday. I went through a bottle on stream on Friday. And that was a bit much. Well, let's do our battle since we got our last battle of the evening here. We'll go with haste since we got a decent number of attackers here. Let's see how we do. 17 versus 79. It's like 4 for each one of us. Penguin almost made it to the fight. Victory. We won that one. Slagdar getting the kills. I'm helping out with the assists. Penguin getting the scrolls. Congrats. Little gold for me, too. Nice. Ooh, I can do some upgrades here before we're done tonight. See what we got here with the army. Ooh, upgrades to ones we need, too. We'll skip the skins. We'll skip the rest of that. We're done with that for tonight. So awesome. We did our Star Anise dinner night. Let's see who there's out there that we can give a raid to here tonight. Do I post my recipes? Not really. This is really sort of my form of keeping track of what I do. Not a lot of benefit to writing recipes these days. You can't, like, copyright them. You can't make them yours. You can't... There's no real way to say, that was my recipe. The only real way that you say something was yours was you cook it. And so, that's sort of where I'm at with that. I do post some recipes. I do have a channel in my Discord for recipes. I post winners that I do on stream every once in a while. But at the same time, I do a lot of recipes on stream that I stray way off, like the Snickerdoodles recipe today. I was complaining the whole time that the Snickerdoodles recipe started with flour, even though I was using the creaming method. And so I skipped starting with flour and I went straight to starting with butter. No, I appreciate the question. I just not big on recipes. I'm big on ratios. I'm big on, okay, you need this and this because it's going to affect that. And that's really, to me, what the recipe is. It's not... I'm going to mess with the seasoning and spices and... regardless. Here's a good candidate. I'm going to send you all off to hang out with Kalino12 tonight, who is a member of Team Bone In and does a whole bunch of drinking streams. He's going to be working on different cocktails. It sounds like he's working on Halloween cocktails tonight, so that could be quite fun. I want to thank you all for joining me. I want to thank all of you for the raids. Enjoy hanging out with all of you. I'll let you know in the future how the pickled grapes turn out. And as usual, pictures will be on the Discord. They'll be on Instagram in a couple of days. And yeah, fun stuff coming up. Hope to see you for that. Until then, have a great night. See you later.